about Nirvikalpa Samadhi and how in the day-to-day I can access it. I don't know, she wrote it wrong, but it's okay. So about how can she access Nirvikalpa Samadhi in the day-to-day?
Well, if you had Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you have to reach a state that is of complete detachment, non-attachment to everyday reality. Usually we don't want to be in such a state, right? Because it's it's a kind of a sleep, right? You're not experiencing the manifest world anymore. You are literally outside of the manifest world. You are one with the ground of being. So think about it a little before you get too excited about it. Well, I will, as I said, it takes a while to explain delayed choice, but quantum physics does explain it sort of. And I will do it, I promise, in the next webinar when I talk about quantum psychology and science of happiness. But for right now, realize that in order to want to be in that state, you have to have non-attachment of where we are usually. And ask yourself, when would I be there? And immediately realize, okay, I better go through the states of happiness that we talked about today. We better go through that first, before we talk about the Nirvikalpa state. Nirvikalpa state is wonderful, but as I said, I myself, I have been in spiritual practice for more than 40 years, and still no experience in my faith as yet. And that is not because depth of trying, but it just is. So it is a very hard practice that takes you there. Quantum physics has an explanation, but explanations are not which help you to do it actually. The explanation is just a scientific way of rationalizing that, okay, this could happen. In ordinary, if you just look at it unconscious, we can never be in a state of unconscious. That's paradoxical. Quantum physics helps us solve the paradox, but that's about it. It does not give you the way of how to achieve it. So how do people achieve it? They fall into it. They don't do anything, it's just that their practices they are doing, they are being good, they are being whole, they are in that process. When they develop a complete non-attachment to the world, this is how Buddha describes it. When you achieve a complete non-attachment, all of your desire fall away, then you fall into that state. Buddha called it nirvana. Vana means desire. When all desire falls away, nir means negative desire, no desire left, then you fall into this state. This much we can say. But to have all desires, to leave all desires behind is very difficult. For example, I still have the desire of teaching you, so that's one desire. I still have the desires outside of teaching you even. So I cannot say that I have been able to be attached, non-attached to every desire. But I am non-attached to some desires, so things are changing, improving, so we'll see. And same, you have to take the same attitude. You cannot force them, in other words. If they come in your life as you transform, more and more you will find that the earthly entertainments or earthly desires that we have, they are not really satisfying you anymore, they are not really expanding you anymore. At that time, you are developing this non-attachment. And if you take this non-attachment further, there is nothing to search, there is nothing to seek, nothing to desire, then you fall into this Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I hope this helps you a little. More we'll talk about in the next one.